stop what you're doing. Look down at your feet right now. I'm serious. Look at them, because what you see or what you feel could be your body sending you a desperate warning signal. Every year, over 6 million Americans are living with heart failure, and doctors now know that the very first warning signs don't show up in your chest. They show up in your feet. If you are 65 or older, this video could save your life. Today, I'm going to show you 3 specific foot changes that your body uses to warn you weeks, sometimes months, before a serious cardiac event. These are not rare conditions. These are things happening to millions of people right now. People who have no idea what their feet are trying to tell them. If you have ever looked at your feet and thought something just didn't look right, comment yes below right now. You are not alone, and you are in the right place. Stay with me, because point number 3 is the one most people, and even some doctors, completely overlook. Now, I want to tell you about a woman named Margaret. She was 72 years old, active, sharp. She walked her neighborhood every single morning. One day, her daughter noticed that Margaret's ankles looked puffy. Margaret brushed it off. "My shoes are just tight," she said. 3 weeks later, Margaret was in the emergency room. Congestive heart failure. Caught late. Completely preventable if she had known what to look for. Margaret's story is not unusual. It is heartbreakingly common. A landmark study published in the Journal of the American College of Cardiology confirmed what cardiologists have known for years. Peripheral edema, that swelling in your lower limbs, is one of the earliest and most reliable indicators of declining heart function in adults over 60. That's why we're here today. Stay with me until the end. Point number 3 will surprise most people, including those who think they already know everything about heart health. 1. Swelling that doesn't go away, especially in one or both ankles. You've probably felt it before. That puffy, tight feeling around your ankles at the end of the day. Most people blame it on being on their feet too long, or the heat, or age. Sometimes they're right, but here's what changes everything. When swelling becomes persistent, when it's there when you wake up in the morning, that is a red flag. Your heart is a pump. When it weakens, fluid backs up. It pools in the lowest parts of your body. Your ankles, your feet, sometimes your calves. This is called edema, and it is your circulatory system waving a white flag. Here's a simple test. Press your thumb firmly into your shin, just above your ankle. Hold it for 5 seconds. Now release. If the indentation stays, if that little dent doesn't spring back immediately, that is called pitting edema. Write that term down. That is your body telling you fluid is accumulating where it should not be. Now, swelling alone doesn't automatically mean heart failure. It can also signal kidney problems, poor vein circulation, or medication side effects. But combined with fatigue, shortness of breath, or unexplained weight gain, it demands a doctor's attention. Immediately. Don't wait. Don't dismiss it. If your ankles are swollen right now as you watch this, drop a 1 in the comments. You deserve answers, and this channel is here to help you get them. 2. A blue, purple, or pale color change in your toes or feet. Now look closely at your toes. What color are they? Healthy circulation delivers warm, oxygenated blood to every extremity, including your toes. The skin should look pinkish and feel warm to the touch. But when the heart is struggling to pump efficiently, blood flow to the extremities gets restricted. Your body prioritizes your vital organs. Your toes get left behind. The result? Discoloration. You might notice a bluish or purplish tint, especially in the toenails or the tips of your toes. Doctors call it cyanosis. Or you might notice the opposite, a pale, almost white, waxy appearance. That signals arterial insufficiency. Blood simply isn't getting through. Here's a real-world scenario. Picture Robert. He's 74. One morning, he notices his right big toe looks almost grayish. He thinks maybe it's a bruise. He waits 2 weeks. What Robert didn't realize is that poor circulation to a toe, when left unaddressed, can lead to tissue damage, infection, and in serious cases, amputation. And underneath it all, his heart was working at a fraction of its normal capacity. Here's what you should do right now. In a well-lit room, look at the color of your feet and toes. Then carefully feel them. Are they cooler than your hands? Noticeably cooler? Then press on your big toenail until it turns white. Release it. It should return to a normal pink color within 2 seconds. If it takes longer, your circulation needs attention. This is called capillary refill time. It is one of the first things a good clinician checks. Now you can check it yourself. If you've ever noticed unusual color changes in your toes, drop a 2 in the comments right now. And listen, we're only halfway through, because the most important sign, number 3, is something that millions of people are experiencing right now without any idea what it means. That's coming up in just a moment. Before I reveal sign number 3, I need you to understand something. These 3 signs almost never appear in isolation. They tend to cluster. They build on each other. And by the time most people act on them, significant damage has already been done. The good news? You are watching this right now. That puts you ahead of millions of people who still don't know. Stay with me. Number 3 is the one your doctor may never bring up unless you ask directly. 3. Cramping, burning, or pain in your feet, even while resting. This is the one most people get completely wrong. They assume foot pain is just foot pain, plantar fasciitis, arthritis, old age. Sometimes, yes, but there is one specific type of foot pain that carries a very different message. It's pain or cramping that wakes you up at night, or burning that gets worse when your legs are elevated, or aching that eases when you dangle your feet off the bed. That last one is the key detail. When blood flow is severely compromised, gravity becomes your circulatory system's only helper. Sitting up or hanging your legs down pulls blood toward your feet just enough to relieve the pain. Doctors call this rest pain. It is a hallmark sign of critical limb ischemia. That means dangerously reduced blood flow to the limbs. And it is directly linked to the same cardiovascular disease that causes heart attacks and strokes. Let me paint a picture. Dorothy is 78. For months, she'd been waking up at 2 a.m. with terrible cramping in her calves and feet. She gets up, walks to the kitchen, gets a glass of water, and the pain fades. She assumed it was muscle cramps. She took magnesium. She stretched. What was actually happening? Her arteries were so narrowed that her sleeping, horizontal body could not push enough blood past the blockages. The pain was her muscles starving for oxygen. Dorothy had peripheral artery disease, PAD, a direct cousin of coronary artery disease. The same plaques that narrow the arteries in your legs are often narrowing the arteries around your heart. Treating PAD isn't just about saving a leg. It is about saving your life. Here's your action step. Ask your doctor to check your ankle brachial index. That's called the ABI test. It takes less than 10 minutes. It compares the blood pressure in your ankle to the blood pressure in your arm. A healthy result is 1.0 or above. Anything below 0.9 signals reduced circulation. Anything below 0.5 is a medical emergency. It's painless, it's simple, and it could give you information that changes everything. If you've ever experienced nighttime foot or leg pain, even once, drop a 3 in the comments right now. You are brave for being here, and this information is something you deserve to have. I promise you 3 signs, but I want to give you one more, because this one is almost never discussed. Look at your toenails. Are they thickened? Yellowed? Growing slower than they used to? Chronically poor circulation starves the nail bed of nutrients. Over time, nails become brittle, discolored, and deformed. Many people assume it's just a fungal infection and treat it with over-the-counter creams for years. Sometimes it is fungal, but sometimes it is a circulation problem wearing a disguise. If you've treated a nail infection repeatedly with no improvement, ask your doctor to rule out vascular causes. That one question could open a very important conversation. Let's bring this home. You have just learned 3 things that could genuinely protect your life. First, persistent swelling in your ankles and feet, especially in the morning, is never just aging. It may be your heart asking for help. Use the pitting edema test today. Second, bluish, purplish, or unusually pale toes signal that your circulation is struggling. Check your capillary refill time. Ask your doctor if you notice any color changes lasting more than a day. Third, nighttime foot cramping or pain that improves when you sit up is a red flag for peripheral artery disease, a serious, treatable condition that shares its roots with heart disease and stroke. Ask for an ABI test by name. Here is what I need you to hear right now. You did not stumble onto this video by accident. You are someone who takes your health seriously. Someone who still has so much life to live. So many mornings to wake up to. So many people who need you here. The difference between a health crisis and a healthy decade. It often comes down to one moment of paying attention. This moment, right now. Please, share this video with one person over 65 in your life today. A spouse, a sibling, a friend, a parent. You may never know the full impact of that share, but it could be the most important thing you do this week. If this video helped you, hit the like button right now. It tells us to keep making content like this, and it helps other seniors find this information when they need it most. Subscribe to this channel and hit the bell, because every week, we bring you straightforward health information that your doctor may not have time to cover in a 15-minute appointment. And drop a comment below. Tell me, which of these 3 signs surprise you the most? Or share this with someone and write, I shared this for you. Take care of those feet. They are trying to take care of you.